Welcome to SARS Tax Practitioner Readiness Program, Module 7, Part 1, Employer Monthly Submission. Learning Objectives. At the end of this module, you are expected to understand how to use e-filing to submit your EMP 201 return, submit Employment Tax Incentive Claims, ETI. We are now going to take you through a small video that will take you through step by step on how to access your EMP 201 on e-filing and also how to submit your ETI claims using e-filing.
Welcome to this tutorial on how to complete and submit the Monthly Employer Declaration EMP 201 on SARS e-filing. To log in, use your existing username and password. You will land on the dashboard. If the applicable organization portfolio is not set as default, you will need to open it. Click on My Profile on the left and then click on Portfolio Management. Click Go to Portfolio once you have selected the applicable portfolio. You can use the search function to look for a specific taxpayer using one of the following: company name, registration number, tax reference number. Once you have found that taxpayer, click View Taxpayer. Your return can be accessed by clicking on Returns, then Returns Issued, and then Employees Tax EMP 201. On the next screen, you must select the period and click Request Return for the correct return to be displayed. Once the search result displays, click on Open. The return will be issued on the EMP 201 work page, and to open the return, click EMP 201. Make sure that you complete all the mandatory information in the red fields on this declaration. Declare the amount for PAYE, SDL, and UIF liability where applicable in the payroll tax calculation section. SARS will have pre-populated the payment reference number and the payment period fields already. Complete the ETI calculation section. If compliant and still within the submission time, ETI calculated and ETI utilized can be completed. If you are able to complete ETI calculated but get an error message for ETI utilized and you have resolved the non-compliance issue, you will need to refresh the return. Click the OK button and then save the return. Click Refresh Historic Data to refresh the EMP 201 with the latest information on SARS records and update the compliance status. Carefully read the pop-up message and click OK. Your historical information will be refreshed. You can now complete the ETI utilized. Open the return and complete the process from where you left off. If an employer is non-compliant, the ETI utilized amount may only be used in the month in which the employer becomes compliant again and must not be backdated. This is limited to the 6-month ETI period between March to August and September to February. Therefore, if the claim is not made within the 6-month period, the ETI may not be claimed. The ETI carried forward is auto-completed and will be next month's brought forward. For further information on the Employment Tax Incentive (ETI), refer to the Guide for Employers in respect of Employment Tax Incentive available on the SARS website. The Penalty and Interest field shows the portion of the payment that must be allocated to a penalty and/or interest. The Total Payable section auto-calculates and includes the SDL, UIF, and ETI if claimed liability. Complete the Voluntary Disclosure Program and the Tax Practitioner Details section, if applicable to you. For further assistance with the application on the Voluntary Disclosure Program, refer to the Voluntary Disclosure Program Guide available on the SARS website. You can click Save if you are done completing the return, but don't want to file it yet. Saving the return allows you to go back and make changes and submit it when you are ready. If you want to submit your return and anticipate no edits, click File Return. A pop-up message will appear if you did not complete all the mandatory fields. Once you have submitted your EMP 201, click Continue on this screen. The status of your tax return will now be displayed as filed through e-filing on your EMP 201 work page. Please remember to make payment within 7 days after the end of each month. Congratulations! You have successfully completed and submitted your EMP 201 declaration on SARS e-filing.
The South African Revenue Service has its own YouTube channel, SARS TV. Please visit the link below to access the video on how to complete and submit the monthly employer declaration, the EMP 201. You should be now proficient to submit your EMP 201 and your ETI claims on e-filing. Thank you for attending Module 7, Part 1, Employer Monthly Submission.